Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Zach Young, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we're joined by Suzanne Reitz, an accredited financial counselor and founder of Financial Organizing Solutions, where she helps single parents get out of survival mode and into stability through practical budgeting, debt management, and financial literacy. Formerly known as Reed's Personal Financial Wellness, her firm is dedicated to empowering working single moms with simple systems, clear plans, and judgment-free support so they can feel in control of their money and their future. Suzanne, a very, very warm welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy to be here.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lovely episode. We have a lot to dive into. Before we do, I do like to start with your background, though. So before becoming a financial coach, essentially, can you tell us what were you doing previously and what was really your inspiration for getting into this space?
Multiple layers to that. I was a single mom for 7 years. Learned a lot about the unique challenges that single moms face. And prior to doing this, I was in healthcare. COVID hit. I decided that was the time to get out of healthcare and pivot into what my passion really is, which is coaching other women that have been in the same situation that I was in.
2020 was certainly a good year to get out of what you were doing, but especially in the healthcare field. I could only imagine.
Yeah.
I can only imagine.
It's really not a good idea to stay in a career where you have to cry every day. I don't recommend that.
I think that's the best tip I've ever heard on this show. The sad thing is a lot of people probably need to hear that. So,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was right around 2020 when you kind of made the pivot, right? When you started coaching. Is that when the coaching business started?
Yes, right around then. And it started out as volunteering. I was helping a maternity home with homeless moms.
Mm.
And it really lit the passion. And it took me probably a year before I realized that, hey, this is something I really want to pursue in helping other women, not just the homeless population, but middle income, high earners. It is rampant no matter how much money you make because it's
Mm.
about the systems.
Yeah. And about how much you keep, right? And it's those systems that allow you to keep.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
Love that. Okay. So it's been a couple years now. I'm sure the business has gone through a few different iterations throughout the years,
Yes.
but let's walk into present day, early 2026. What does working with Suzanne look like? Who are you typically working with? Everything like that.
Well, I primarily serve the single moms, as you mentioned, and I help them to feel less overwhelmed, not because they're bad with money, but because their systems don't match their real life. And my model is relationship-based coaching supported by structured tools. And my clients, they receive regular touch points through calls, emails, self-guided reflection, and it helps them to understand their why behind their finances and why it feels chaotic. And I help them organize in a way that they can maintain.
Mm. Okay. So it sounds very high touch point with you, right?
Yes.
Calls, you get a
Yes.
lot of work with you. Is there any group activities you do? Any group coaching involved? Or is it mostly truly one-on-one?
Right now, it's one-on-one. I am working on some group coaching that I'm hoping to roll out by the spring.
Nice. Very good. Very good. Sometimes it's nice to know you're not alone. You're not the only one
Mhm.
struggling. I think group coaching does a
Mhm.
tremendous job at that. And you get
Mhm.
more of a support system. So I'm
Mhm.
a personally a big fan of group coaching. So I love that you're
Mhm.
going that direction.
It's
Absolutely.
interesting too, though, because with finances, people that have a lot of challenges are embarrassed, and there's
Mm.
a lot of shame. So it is kind of hard to get group coaching in that. So I'm trying to approach it in a non-judgmental way, and I'm still fine-tuning that as far as attracting who might be interested in the group coaching.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yes.
it's a work in progress. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
very personal. It seems like, and I'm just going to take a guess. Could you have 20 people in a group coaching program for this? That might be a lot. I think
Mm,
maybe a smaller, and then you kind of just need like that one brave individual who will start to
right,
knock the dominoes over, right? Once
right,
they share and they open up, man, and all the other seven, eight, nine people, however many, will then open up and share. So,
right, right.
yeah, you'll figure it out. It's definitely a learning
I
process. That's
will.
for sure. That's for
Yeah.
sure. So, I mean, I'm sure we could talk a long time, kind of about like the mindset around money, right? It's a very mental thing. Maybe it's the way we grew up, with the way we saw our parents deal with money, that now we stay the same way. We're not deserving of more money, of better finances, things like that. So, when it comes to working with you, how long do you find yourself typically working with these women for?
I have some clients that have been with me for 3+ years, and I tell them you're doing amazing. And but they want to keep working with me because they love the accountability. Of course, it's not as intense. The first 3 to 6 months, sometimes 9 months, is very intense. And it's all about a behavior change and the mindset change, like you had mentioned. And once they reach a point of maintaining, then that's when I'm like, okay, you're you're welcome to, we can touch base once a month, every quarter, but they enjoy working with me and having, especially because they're single moms, it's great for them to have a sounding board of someone that's going to not be biased, because we can talk to our friends and our family, but they're always going to have somewhat of a stake in our finances and how we handle things and what we buy. So that's why people continue to work with me,
Mm, yeah.
is the non-biased.
Yeah, it's nice to have that opinion. And then also, like you said, the accountability, right? It's
Mhm.
unfortunate, but I feel like just for most humans, we will let ourselves down all the time,
Of course,
right? But
that's
hey,
human nature.
if I know Suzanne is going to give me a call on Friday and I got to have my T's crossed and my I's dotted, I'm going to have it
Yeah.
done because I don't want to let Suzanne down. So, I mean, that's
Yeah.
just one of the tremendous, tremendous aspects of having a coach and, investing in yourself. So,
They oftentimes will tell me, I kept hearing you. And so I was like, okay, I'm not going to buy that because I don't want to hear it from her. Or I I know that I'm doing the right thing because we talked about this, but so many times they tell me that they hear my voice. I'm like, I'm sorry. Like it's good, but sorry.
no, it's good. They need it. They
Yeah.
need it. We all need a little Suzanne in our head. Love it. Love it. Suzanne, look into the back end of the business for a second. How are these women currently finding you to work with you?
This has been a word of mouth referral
Mm.
type business. And because there's such a huge trust factor involved, I do have a strong social media presence, and I'm working on that even more actually for this year. But it's hard for someone to trust someone that they only know on social media. Of course, it does help when it comes recommended. And I'm lucky that I have my clients that will comment and say, I love working with you. And so that does build the trust factor. But I'm not working with people that don't come by referral as of right now.
Mm.
That may
Okay.
change though with the group coaching, I'm thinking. So we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, one of the positives, we were talking about some of the other positives of group coaching, but also, I mean, it's the ability to scale if that's something you
Hmm.
want to do, right? I mean, unfortunately,
Hmm.
we only got one Suzanne, right? You only got so many
Right.
hours in a day. You got a family.
Hmm.
So you're just limited to your one-on-ones, right? But group coaching, that opens up a whole new world
Hmm.
for a lot of
Hmm.
people. So definitely a
Yeah.
great avenue there. And so you mentioned you have a good social media presence. Kind of walk
Hmm.
us through your social media strategy. Are you posting across all social medias? Kind of walk us through that part of the business.
I post on Instagram and Facebook, because that's kind of a one and done for both. It makes it easy. And I have LinkedIn, which that is a whole different animal. I'm not really pursuing my business on there, but more so networking connections. And um, I I think that's it. I don't do X or Twitter or whatever it's called these days.
I was absolutely going to ask about LinkedIn, right? Because
Yeah,
finance, business goes together, but I'll be honest, I don't think you're missing out on a lot there, right? This
yeah.
is a very consumer offer, and Meta is a great place to be for that. So
Hmm.
we
Yeah.
we could talk about a lot about LinkedIn. Everyone's got some very certain feelings about LinkedIn.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed.
Oh, love it. Love it. So the business has been going a couple of years now. Do you have anybody kind of helping you out with the business? Do you have any employees or are you truly a one-woman show?
I am a one-woman show.
Love it. She's doing everything. She's doing the
Yes.
social media. She's doing the coaching. She's doing
Yes.
the sales calls, right?
Yes.
She's
I
doing
do it
everything.
all. And I do hope to eventually, I'm going to be hiring to do the social media. And because I think that's an easy way to still have my voice be heard and have it be um, my branding, but without me having to do all of the back end work. I love it. I mean, it's fun. I've learned a lot about Canva and posting, but it's not what I want to be doing. I think that's
Mhm.
definitely something I can outsource. And um, so we shall see. The thing with scaling this business is that it's important to grow, but not at the expense of personalization and the real true connection. Because
Mhm.
this, for me, is not ultimately about making money. It's about helping these women change their lives so that they are able to be more at peace with themselves, which in turn helps them to be a better mom.
Mm.
And it really is all about the kids. And if we're stressed out, no matter how much we think we're hiding it, the kids still pick up on it. And having your finances organized and everything like that in control helps because kids are chaotic. And so yeah. So ultimately that is what my goal is to have as big an impact on as many women as I can.
Yeah.
And so what that looks like as far as scalability, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah. Absolutely. Suzanne, I feel like we've got some good camaraderie going back and forth. So I'm going to pose a question here, right? Because you said
Okay.
two very important things, right?
Okay.
Number one, you love the personalization aspect.
Hmm.
Totally understand that, right? Also, number two, your goal is to help as many mothers, families, kids as possible,
Hmm.
right? And I'm saying this out of love and just as a question from business, right? You can't really have both, right? If the mission is truly to help as many women as possible, you're kind of forced to scale and kind of bring in as many women as possible. Do you kind of see my
True.
point there? Well,
True.
you're curious on
But
your thoughts on that.
so in terms of that, I mean, zooming out, it's relationship first, which is education driven. And so I market by teaching and by helping people recognize how financial disorganization shows up in daily life. And
Mhm.
so when people see themselves in the problem, the solution feels natural. So I can still be connecting with people without doing the one-on-one coaching. I can still be relating and having it be significant in their lives without having to only be doing coaching. Does that make sense?
Okay, so making as much impact as possible, that can come through your social media. That can come,
Correct.
okay, I understand that. That makes
Correct.
sense.
Hmm.
Okay, got it. Okay, that makes sense. I hope that came across okay. I just wanted
It's fine.
I like that
It's a
question.
very valid question because
Yeah.
there's only so many hours in the day and
Mm,
only, I mean, yeah, there's only so much of me to go around. And so, but and I'm not for everyone. This is a particular person that is attracted to me, and that's fine.
Mm.
I'm not trying to help everyone. I can, sure. I mean, financial organization is a thing that everyone should have, but I choose to focus on the unique challenges that single moms have.
Mm. Totally
Yeah.
understood. It
Yeah.
is very early 2026. It's a good year, start some new goals, right? Any specific goals you set for yourself in the business for, let's say, 2026, you're looking to achieve?
Um, what I'm hoping to achieve is expanding, going into the group coaching and my digital education offerings. I'm working on some courses so that if people want to have some self-paced, lesser expensive courses, they can do that. It's when they meet with me that the price goes up, obviously. And I am hoping my growth will my growth should feel organized and not chaotic. And I'm going to be measuring my success by confidence, clarity, and reduced stress, not just revenue.
Mm.
So essentially, I will be coaching myself. All of the things that I'm helping people with, I'm applying towards my business as well. And that's all falling into my goals for the year.
Yeah, it sounds very balanced across all channels, right? You're getting your impact. Yes, with more impact does come more revenue, which is great, not the main driver. But then
Right.
also, hey, are you enjoying life? Or are you walking around stressed all day like you're back in healthcare? We don't want that.
Yes, exactly. I'm not going back. Not
Not
going
going
back.
back. Love it. So we talked about social media a little bit, Instagram and Facebook. What's your handles for those social medias where people can find you?
I am Suzanne. I have to look. Financial coach, Suzanne underscore financial coach. I'm not, I don't remember off the top of my head. That's awful.
No worries.
Um,
Those links will be in the
yeah,
description down below. And
yeah.
then website,
It's organizedfinances.com.
organizedfinance.com. Nice and
Mhm.
easy. Love it. Well,
Yeah,
Suzanne, it was a
yeah.
pleasure having you on. Great conversation. I appreciate your time.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you, and it was a pleasure to be here.
Absolutely. And that will wrap up another inspiring episode of the Founders Feature. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to go and connect with Suzanne on all of her social media. Check out her website as well. All those links will be in the show notes and description down below. And if you are a business owner, specifically a coach, consultant, or agency owner, and you're looking to scale your business, and you really want to enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to hop on a call with our team and discover how we went from 0 to 30 million per year in less than 3 years. Until then, keep on climbing.